Hey everyone, this is Carl Casey Clark, aka Mythos, and I am coming at you with another unboxing analysis. I got some new figures, so this one's actually going to be a pretty long video because I'm going to be showcasing all the little things I've gotten over the last few weeks. Okay, first of all, I'm going to be doing all of my little tiny pack things for this one. I got Steven Universe minis. I got these things from Hot Topic. They're little tiny Gundam units. And I got a My Little Pony blind bag, because I am a brony, of course, if you've seen my reading videos on here. Now, I'll be opening the Steven Universe pack first. And if the camera comes off of me a few times and it seems sort of odd, the reason for that is because I broke my screen accidentally, so I'm using a secondary monitor, and I keep looking at that instead of the camera. And it looks like I got one of the only Steven Universe minis I didn't have before. I got Connie. Yeah, Connie Mahesh Warren. What is with the shadows? Seriously, it's making everything really dark. I don't know. Now I'm going to be opening up this blind bag. I haven't gotten that My Little Pony blind bag in a while. Mostly because I've been busy getting other things. But I actually have a pretty extensive collection. And I got a pony called Sunny Rays. She has bright ideas. And she pretty much has the same coloration as Fluttershy, but for some reason the same build form as Rainbow Dash. And yeah. I'm reading the back of the card to see who all's in it. You know, for the longest time, the cards actually started looking like actual characters from the show. Now, looks like we're back to this. Keep changing the card designs. Not just like the font, but actually how they're literally presented. So it's getting weird. And you know what the weirdest thing is? That Fluttershy's card from an earlier set looks like that, but the figure looked like how she did on the show. So that's just confusing. And see, I have this one card of Trixie. See, look at Trixie. And then there's, see, this is another Trixie I got, and see, totally different. It's weird. And neither of the Cadence cards look like her at all. Anyway. Next I'll be unboxing these little tiny Gundams. I got another one a while back, which is one of the Hazel units. from Advance of Zeta, I think it was. Okay, now these guys have a little bit of a model kit aspect to them because, as you can see, they're in a bunch of different little parts. But you still got like the main body as the whole. This is a Titans paint Marasai. So yeah, the Titans, aka Zeta's bad guys, aka space commies. Seriously, it's like Xeon was supposed to be based off of the Nazis, and the Titans were supposed to be based off of communists. Yeah. It's actually kind of depressing that the entire Earth Federation basically fell to communism for like 5 years. Okay, let's just put the gun. Just gonna put this in the Marasai's right hand. Wow, his helmet's kind of loose. Well, his head's kind of loose, and the helmet. Doesn't matter though. I mean, these parts pop right back on. Huh. So that's what a mobile suit face looks like without a helmet on. Again, I apologize for the lighting. I'm using a new camera system. Oh, hey, you can turn the little head thing. That's neat. Make the eye turn. That's something you usually don't get in the model kits because they're stickers. Okay, and we just put the little horn on. And there we go. Yeah, it's part of the line. See? And I got one at the very end there first. It's weird that there's two Marasais in this, but there's only one of each other suit. Okay, next I will be doing Gundam Exia. Yeah, the Exia. A friend of mine named James Lucendrich on fanfiction.net. He loves the Exia Gundam. I think it's his favorite one. Maybe I should send him one of these things. You know, since a lot of these parts actually come off, if you wanted to, you could find Gundam parts that work for other units and actually mix and match them. I mean, I don't see why you couldn't do that. See, look at that. The Marasai head fit on the Exia. And the arms pop off too, so you could probably replace the arms. Finally, I got the forehead V on. Yeah, look at that. Okay. Now the last one I've got is the RX-78, the OG Gundam. Yeah. Huh. Wow, I just realized something since I've been playing a lot of the Overworld game. The SD equivalent, the Gun Easy and the Gun Blaster, they look exactly like a Gundam, just without the V thing. That a V thing, and they look exactly like a Gundam. Just, green. For some reason, they were green. But then again, a lot of the units in the Victory Gundam series just looked awful. I think it's because Tomino actually hated that series. Yoshiyuki Tomino wishes he never made that one. That's why he made it so depressing. Ah, this one was pretty easy to put together. Even though he had more parts than any other one. Again, I apologize about the lighting. I'm going to get that fixed. Okay. Those are all my little things. The little things that I got. Now for something big. I went down to the Toys R Us down at the mall, and I wanted a new figure to add to my DC thing. And they still hadn't gotten any more of the 3.5 to 4 inch figures. And mostly because DC is pretty much, Mattel has discontinued that toy line. But they started a new one out, and although it's not the size I like, this particular figure hasn't really ever been in the size I like. But this is only his second figure that's not the 6-inch. That's not in the 6-inch line. The character I'm referring to is Firestorm, because he's having a huge resurgence lately. He hasn't been this popular since the 80s. I'll just open him up. Yeah, he's around the same size as my Brainiac figure and my Joker figure, which is from the late 80s. The Brainiac figure is from the 90s. It's the Superman animated series figure. Weird that they gave Firestorm a flamethrower gun. Love that new figure smell. Yeah, the heat is on. Firestorm. And he has got... Actually, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, you can do the split. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 points of articulation. That's actually, wow, that's really good for a non-6-inch figure. Still don't know why they gave him a flamethrower gun when he can shoot fire. Wouldn't it make more sense to just put that, like a fire launching thing in his hand? Okay. Huh. Flamethrower thing doesn't even actually launch. It's very cumbersome and silly looking. Just gonna put it down on here like it's a jetpack or something. But again, that's completely absurd because Firestorm can fly. I don't know, ill thought out, I guess. You know, I'm not usually someone who buys the toy lines released for cartoons for DC figures, but because of the cancellation of the 3.5 to 4-inch figures, and the fact that I don't have a Firestorm figure yet, I figured I'd get this one. But I probably will not be getting the accompanying figures listed here: Green Arrow, Batman, Lex Luthor, because there's like a dozen different Lex Luthor figures in the size range that I actually collect. And there's like 2 dozen Batmans. And I already got one. I got the Adam West version. God bless it. May he rest in peace. Anyway, that is it for all of the smaller figures that I got. If you want to see the larger figure I got, which I will be unboxing next, you'll just have to check out my next video. Okay, this is Carl Casey Clark, aka Mythos, signing out.